Sean Riley can hit, and he really can show it. He's sitting dead red, and the pitcher should know it. It's over the fences, he says with a grin. Bring me back up, and I'll do it again. Home run. Home run.
And it is a great sea shanty, and it gets everyone going. It'll be posted on the website.
I will have it on the website, bushman.ca.
Welcome back. Millions of viewers out there. We are so jacked up to come at you with another Bush Banter. And after the home opener at the Leafs, so excited to get into it. Boys, are you in the building? Ray, are you here?
I am here. Big win by Italy yesterday. Shootout win. Big win by the Leafs. Great Sunday all around. Cheers, gentlemen.
Yes, Guy. E. Hill, are you here?
I am here. I survived what was the longest first inning I have ever seen in an IBL game. I am here.
All right. And finally, my cousin, Hagers, with the great musical setup. Just call this guy like Elton John, or you just name an artist. This guy can play it. Are you here?
I am here in a music studio that's not my own.
Your studio is way sicker.
I was up at 4:30 this morning to be able to get up north in time for work. So
nice. Well, I am G Hill. The hour I'm also in the building. What's up?
It's the hour of the vampire.
That's right.
That's true. Right. When I was driving and the sun started coming up, I had to kind of pull over. It's getting weird now.
Thank God Garrett brought you that sombrero.
Yeah, exactly. I really liked how yesterday was overcast, so I was able to be out among the people.
Exactly. Well, first note of it is obviously, a commemorative birthday to our cousin Hagers on Friday. Yeah. Being as a vampire, I think he turned about 1,097. I think that's about right.
Yeah, 1,097. Yeah. It was a good one. It was one of my best. I gotta say, with that win yesterday, that was one of my best.
Absolutely. And Ray mentioned it, of course, to all of our Italian brethren out there. What's up? Big win at the Euros.
Hey.
I gotta give it to England. Honestly, obviously, families from there, a cheer for England, but they really just stayed with the script, like the hockey team, the Toronto Maple Leafs. Just like to make you pretend like they're gonna win, and then just rip your heart out. So all is good in the world and normal, and I'm okay with it.
Right.
Hey man, with the vaccines that we got, the world's got to go back to normal, and that's England losing in penalty kicks.
Exactly.
Ain't that the truth? Well, that was a great weekend, boys, and obviously we're here to talk some IBL baseball, boys. 18-7. Toronto versus Welland Jackfish at your home, Domenico Christie Pitts, yesterday at 2:00. What were your memorable moments and notes from the game? Because I'm sure we have a few.
Yeah, it's obviously the first inning. Lawson crumbled, even though his name isn't Lawson. He crumbled when we started calling him Lawson. He had no idea what we were talking about. It's kids from the Quebec League. And we just dusted him, and that was, I think, my favorite moment.
That's awesome. Yes, Cam. Just to give the viewers some clarity, there was a very tall, lanky pitcher pitching, and we knew there was the Guelph dispersal draft, and Cam remembers a famous tall, lanky pitcher who we thought was Brett Lawson, but it turned out this man's name was Eric Haggadoran, and we were chirping him the whole first inning. Let me give you a stat line from the first inning. 1 inning pitched, 6 hits, 8 runs, 5 of them earned, 2 walks, 0 strikeouts. He had 51 pitches and an ERA of 45. Do you think the Bushman can get under someone's skin?
I mean, we are that good. We don't even need to know your name. We'll just assign you a name and just drive that into his skull.
But it was great to see Al yesterday too.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's back out there. He was saying at the end of the game, he's like, "Oh, I'm out of shape." He was walking up and down the hills. He hadn't done it in a year.
Shout out Al, going to be turning 70 in the next little short while. Shout him out. I know the girls at Diamonds are waiting for you, Al.
Can we just say one thing, that it literally only took us 1/2 of an inning to completely crumble a pitcher after a 1.5 year vacation?
Unbelievable.
Well, he was the poor bastard who had to face the unleashing of just a torrent of stuff we've been holding inside ourselves for these past 16 months.
It's true. We did slow down after we got
No, we took it to Runyon too.
Runyon.
Well, that's okay. So that actually leads into a stat that I was going to share with you boys. So these were the ERAs of the Welland pitchers during that game. So obviously we have Brett Lawson, aka Eric Hegradoran, 45 ERA after that start. We had Runyon, 8.1 ERA. We had Cameron, a little bit better, 6.75 ERA. But then our boy Bouyer Howard finishes it off with a 27 ERA. So I think it's safe to say an 18-7 drubbing plus the chirping from the field, which had been long awaited, definitely helped the
Wait a minute. You said that guy's name was Cameron? Zachary
Cameron, yeah.
No,
you were calling him Campbell Soup. Oh, yeah. You're calling him beef and barley.
Oh, wow. Cream of mushroom. Yeah. So, we were chirping this pitcher named Zachary Cameron. We thought his last name was Campbell, and we were coming out with various soup heckles. And, I guess it worked.
So not unlike the Leafs batting, which I assume was around about 500. We went about 500 in pitchers' names as well, right?
That's all right. We're a little rusty, boys. We have a little rust from the off season, but we'll get back into it. Also, we were at a loss because we had no way of checking anybody's name because nothing was updated on the IBL website.
No. Point Streak, get your act together. We need you for Wednesday for the next opponent. I thought a couple others
yesterday though.
Yeah.
That I just did think that we were getting at the pitchers for sure, but our bat showed up and it showed what kind of team we have. We have an offensive juggernaut.
Deep.
Unbelievable.
Those pitchers are going at you're going at Castaldo, Riley, Mara, Tack.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Then Salazzo.
And then Salazzo is in the fifth, just coming in. And then, our bats are unreal.
Unreal. Yeah. And shout out the two new boys who showed up from the Guelph dispersal draft. And I'll give you the slash line here for each of them. So we had our boy Showtime Sean Riley. Didn't waste any time. First inning, he actually got up twice in the first inning and had 2 singles for 2 RBIs. His slash line was 4 for 6, 2 runs, 5 RBI with a double. And then we had our boy Jeff McLeod sitting out there in right field. He was making some stabs, goes 3 for 5 with 2 runs, 3 RBIs, and he had a jack. Yeah. So, boys, what did you think of the new recruits?
The Tartan of
Terror. Well, you know what?
I think all the new guys.
I think he likes playing in Christie Pitts because of the thick cabbage. Reminds him of the hills and the moors of Scotland. It's got extra juice to his bat.
He's just sitting back there going, "The peat, my God, the peat!"
The bramble.
The bramble. Love it. There was a new member too. I forgot here. Castaldo. He goes 3 for 4, 4 runs, got 1 RBI, worked 2 walks, and had a double. And he had a sick mitt there at first with a couple nice stabs.
Oh my God! A huge jumping catch that was friggin' lights out. A couple of laser beams over to Lazo at third. What a game,
dude! That depth scoop in the 8th inning where he got that low toss off the Lazo.
Well, because I thought he was Barry's DH. But I guess he was always the first baseman because he could play.
Oh yeah,
he play in the outfield.
Is he an outfielder?
I mean, he might just play wherever they put him.
Yeah,
that is electric. They're like, hey.
Yeah, it's just whatever.
A couple other notes. I don't know if you guys remember, but I'm pretty sure the RCMP, like, I don't know if you guys noticed, but after the game, there was some helicopters and military presence because Justin Mara has an unlicensed weapon in his pocket with 2 punch outs, throws out those 2 guys running to second. No one in the league is going to run on this guy. We got to give a shout out to Mara with that.
Yeah.
Cannon.
And not only that, but he unloaded at least a 450-foot bomb again over into the Little League diamond. Too bad it was foul, but look out.
It's going to be spicy. It's going to be spicy.
There's going to be so many home runs. It's unbelievable.
Lazo with the line drive homer 1 inch over the fence.
But it stayed that height the entire way. It came off his bat just at that height.
Dead center. Mr.
Like, if it wasn't raining yesterday, because that ball early on too was dying off the bat, right? With the wetness, it was just dying. Like we would have had, there was a couple hit hard that would have sailed.
But then also that entire first 8-run inning was off of balls that died in the outfield cabbage. And it just rolled to a stop.
But okay, that brings up another good point. When have the Leafs in our years of following them ever been able to play like small ball like that in a way? Where we just advance the runner. We got 8 runs without a home run.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was a legit start to the season. That's for sure. Shout out obviously the rest of our bullpen. There's a new member of the Leafs, Andrew Hyde, Toronto's own. He's a first-year IBLer. He had 2 innings pitched, gave up a hit, 2 earned run with 2 strikeouts. I thought he held his own. It can be pretty bright lights when you come to the pits. He settled right in. That led into our boy, Adam Mara. It was a tough first. Adam, that was a tough first one. But he settled back in. He settled back in. Just had that 1 earned run, got through the jam. And then our boy, the Polish prince, Mariusz Czerkaski's own, Marek Deska, has 2 Ks to finish out the last inning. What do you think of that?
It was awesome.
I love it.
He pitched that last inning in like 45 seconds.
Yeah.
He goes right up and chuck.
He doesn't mess around back there.
No, and I think he even showed up a little bit late to the game, just came right ready for business, quick little warm-up, just went out and dealt just pure heaters.
We love it. And then, obviously, as we mentioned, we do it every game. We do our 3 bushes of the game, and we'll just rhyme them off for the people who missed it out on social, because we know that this podcast does reach worldwide, and maybe not everyone follows our Twitter at the Bushman1 or follows our social at the Bushman1. We had number 3, Sean Riley, coming in. Again, we gave his slash line great performance. At 2, we had Elliot's favorite new chant, Castaldo, at number 2. And Jeff Big Mac McLeod, we gave number 1. What'd you boys think of those rankings?
I loved it.
Just loved it.
And I love they were all new guys. They came in, settled in. They loved it.
Awesome.
We got great performances out of everyone on the team, and it was, how do we choose? And you know what, Jeff, first home run of the year for the boys to witness. That's what sealed it when I was like, he's going number 1.
Love it. I guess I'll give some scores and notes from the weekend just to keep everyone up to speed. So on Friday, unfortunately, our Leafs took a bit of a drubbing in London, 12-1, but we came back.
The London Brown Leafs, we got to say something about them. Like, they are juicing. They went back to back, like, what they have, like 38 runs in 2 games. They on Saturday followed up that 12-1 beat down of the Leafs with a 16-3 smashing of the Jackfish. They are leading the league right now. They're 2-0 with 28 runs scored, 4 against, with a plus 24 run differential. Yeah.
Dude, what is Welland's run differential? 18 and 16.
Well, I can. That leads into this. Let's just lead into this. So the standings for everyone, if they want to recap here, we got London leading the IBL 2-0. Next is Hamilton, 1-0. They have 3 runs, 4-2 against. They just played 1 game, so they're +1. The Leafs flat 500 and also a flat 500 in run differential. 19 scored for, 19 against. You like those wild games in Toronto. It's either one or the other. 2 games. This is IBL numbers. Let that sink in, people. Welland next up. They also like a wild ride. They have 17 runs for and a tough 36 against.
Have they played 3 games though?
They played 3.
Yeah.
Oh man, 36.
and then we got Elliot's favorite squad, Brantford, 0-1. They've only played 1 game. They lost 7-2. They're -5. And the Baycats, bottom of the league, 0-1. They lost 3-2 to Hamilton. And this might actually give us a time to sort of lead into maybe a gripe we sort of have with the Bushmen. So we obviously started this podcast during the pandemic. We want to support the team. We want to expand the league. We want to grow the league. And it's been great. We've honestly seen a lot more media, like a lot more groups do these types of things for their local markets, like shout out Welland, like shout out London. But Baycats, like, you know, shout out for doing your thing. But we looked at your name, and your name is Baycats Banter.
Yeah.
Like, you couldn't, like, imitation is the best form of flattery, folks. We love it, but like you had to steal our name verbatim. Get your act together.
Oh man, that's what I say. They're like, oh well, our team starts with a B, so it just makes sense. So the team starts with a B to back the fuck up out of here.
Well, no, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. They can't even get fans to do it. It's got to be like their marketing guy who just like says there's a Baycats banter. It's ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous thing in the world. Like, it's just such a classic Barry.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we do, like, obviously, we want the league to be supported. We want people out there talking 100%. It's just change the damn name. That's just like the basic gripe we have.
Like, it's nonsense.
Yeah. I mean, like, you know, we appreciate what the boys out in London are doing. Noah and Dylan.
Oh,
great guys crew. Doing a great job. And yeah, just like call it like anything else, like Barry talk, like anything.
Yeah. Well, actually, Elliot, that's a good point. Shout out our boys in London, Noah Smith and Dylan Baker. We noticed that you guys had the camera focused on some bushes. That was actually for your guys' attention. That was on the first baseline. You should have had the camera down the third baseline, but we definitely appreciate the love. We're definitely going to make it out to London. I know we've been saying it for years, but we have to do it this year, boys.
Oh, well, yeah, absolutely.
Ray, you got some big visions and plans for our London journey. Would you like to care to share with the folks at home?
I think end of August. I think the boys were going to be making a little road trip down to London. So
yeah, let's say it on the air so that we have to do it.
August 27th.
August 27th.
August 27th.
We're gonna be there.
We're there.
We're gonna be there.
We're gonna be there. Can't wait.
Weekend road trip for the boys.
Can't wait.
Yeah, we're spending the night. We're gonna get after it.
Hopefully there's a Saturday game, and then hopefully there's a Sunday game. So we just go the triple header.
Oh, are we gonna go watch London play another team?
No, absolutely not. But maybe the Leafs will play on the road Saturday too.
Maybe they come home Sunday.
Yeah, maybe they hit Welland. Maybe they hit Welland on the Saturday, and we get the Sunday back at the home.
And then we go Sunday back home.
Yeah, because London always plays on the Friday, right?
And then we never go to work again, and we just IBL for the rest of our days.
That's it. That's the dream.
Well, a tour of the IBL. The next stop, people, is Wednesday. Now, this is obviously going to be dropping the day of the game. We have the Hamilton Cardinals back in town Wednesday, 7 p.m. Get to the pits early. I know we were chomping at the bit to get at Hamilton, who also called for a rain out when there wasn't even rain that day. So
I don't like it.
We can't wait to face them.
They're scared. That's
they've called a lot of rain delays on their games. So I don't know. There's something.
It's from their tears.
They did, however, squeak a victory over Barrie, which is kind of a big deal, but I don't know. It's not going to last long, and we're going to pound them into the soil
sunny days are on their way. You can't hide behind the rain all this time. But actually, I would like to say something, G.
Yeah.
I think we should give a shout out to Ferguson Jenkins. We missed him for the opening pitch of the home opener.
Yeah.
He's been there every year we've been watching, and unfortunately wasn't there this year. So Fergie.
Yep. Cheers.
Yeah, we're thinking of you, Fergie, 100%. Well, that's a great way to wrap it up. Unless did anyone have anything else to chirp about?
Well,
like there was lots of stuff in the game.
But I'm wondering if we've heard word on Kitchener yet, because they're still in a hot spot right now.
I think they got cleared to play.
Amazing.
I believe
Really?
they got cleared to play. Thursday, I think the Leafs have a game in Kitchener, actually.
Amazing.
Road game.
Okay.
Their Kitchener's first home game. So
amazing, because they've been a thorn in our side in the playoffs the last few years, but they got a good squad. They run a good ship.
Yeah. Well, no lie.
Don't make me remember the Bach, man. I don't.
Oh, that was such nonsense.
I ain't gonna lie. When I saw that article about Kitchener potentially not playing, like obviously, like we have a rivalry with them, but it does suck for all the people who work there and everything. But I straight up message Mike Andrulis to see if he'd be down to join them. Dr. Ocho, we see you. You're a big fan. We'd like to see you over here. He didn't respond.
No.
He never responds, man. He's just out there.
He's big time, man. He's too big time.
He's too big. He's putting in batting practice because he knows
he's
we're coming.
Second base. Who's he going to take?
It's a hole. It's a big hole at second when Dr. Ocho.
Thank God we have Heavy T and Castaldo to cover that hole. Ojo's just there for our entertainment. That's it.
Yeah, actually, that's a good point. Before we do wrap up, great defense by the boys and horrible defense up the middle by Welland. Like, how many errors did they have up the gut at second and short?
I mean, like
dribblers.
Like, that was it. Like, imagine what those pitchers' ERAs would have been had there not been so many errors.
Well, I'd say for all of them, sure, but dude, Brett Lawson, aka Eric Hagregan, he wasn't surviving. He was not.
I love his.
You could have stellar defense, man.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, go on. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, like, that was an awesome show. Unless we had some.
Just mumble out. No. No. I was just gonna start chirping Dane, the third baseman. He kept making the pitchers fold. He kept running there for a chatter. Couldn't
every time he went in for a chatter, there was an instantaneous crumble immediately right after. So
also, what was that thing with the entire infield, the catcher and the manager having a big meeting when they were down like 14-2?
Dude, they had, I don't know if you guys remember, but Hadragan was warming up like before the game had even started, and we're already all over this guy. They did a mound visit before he even threw a Like, they're like, look, poor man, kid. You're from the Frontier League. Like, this is kind of what happens when we come to the pits. Like,
also,
they're calling tune these guys out.
Go to your.
They're calling you Lawson because they don't know what your name is. Just ignore them.
Oh my God.
You know what the best thing was? Eric was there yesterday, one of our fellow friends who hopefully will become a Bushman one day. But he looked up at me and he looked up at me and he said, you know what? It's like the first couple innings I was kind of embarrassed, but then all of a sudden I realized that this is awesome. It's so great.
I mean, because it's relentless. It's nonstop. It's, but it's just part of like playing in Christie Pitts. I mean, there's a long history of baseball there. It's such a perfect echo. Like, why wouldn't we be yelling incessantly?
Yeah, and we got some good new chants happening.
We do. Actually, that's a great point. Couple new chants, some of them inspired by the Euros. It's the White Stripes. Oh. That one got people going. But Elliot, why don't you tell the people your new chant for our newest member, Sean Riley?
So it is set to the song O'Reilly is Dead and O'Reilly Don't Know It. The song goes, Sean Riley can hit and he really can show it. He's sitting dead red and the pitcher should know it. It's over the fences, he says with a grin. bring me back up and I'll do it again. Home run. Home run.
And it is a great sea shanty, and it gets everyone going. It'll be posted on the website.
I will have it on the website, bushman.ca. I think it's thebushman.ca. Follow around. What do you guys think? I don't know. Maybe we should ask our followers. Website okay, or should I print a little booklet?
Ooh.
Ask the people. There's gonna be millions of people.
I think that's a Twitter. That's a Twitter poll.
That's a Twitter poll.
I like it. I like it.
We will work on that.
Yeah.
We will definitely work on that. We saw Bobby A handing out the programs like a maniac yesterday.
Literally like a maniac.
Dude, he gave me a signed ball.
He is so pumped up. We love it, Bobby A. We love it.
He had 2 batting gloves on.
He's protected. He's protected. But yeah, no, friggin' yeah. So boys, Wednesday, and for the people, obviously, we're gonna try and keep this somewhat on schedule to be dropping every Wednesday. And can't wait for Hamilton. Good. Shoot a couple Cardinals, boys.
All right.
Let's do it.
But don't actually shoot any Cardinals, boys. They're beautiful birds.
No. They are beautiful birds.
Yeah. Cheers.
So good.
Good work, fellas.
Nice. That was awesome.
Yeah, I think you're right. Like,